My name is Dr. Deborah McPhee, and I am currently the director of the Borg Center for Reading and Literacy here at ISU. We offer many different services at the center. We maintain a children's book library for our students and faculty to use in their classes and clinical work. We offer a reading assessment and tutoring service for children in the community. So you see you were looking at the dot, so it's filled in now. And so now we can go to each eye movement. People assume that eyes move progressively from left to right on text, but they really do there's a lot more back and forth movement than people think.
That's really interesting, yeah.
So for a proficient reader, about 15% of their saccades, which is an eye movement, are backwards or reversals.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, one syllable word, one short vowel, ends with the sound of k. So you have to spell it a special way with 2 letters. You got it. Sound is s. When it's followed by an I, an E, or a Y. You're right. Smart thinking. We offer professional development services. We occasionally collaborate with other units on campus to bring in national speakers. For example, this semester we are inviting Cornelius Minor, and we're super excited about that.
My name is Lara Hansfield, and I am a professor of elementary literacy and bilingual education. And I have the great pleasure of having my office be nested within the Borg Center for Reading and Literacy. I engage with the Borg Center services primarily in 2 ways. One of them is through professional development. I have both attended those and I've also participated in offering one. My regular use of the Borg Center is really engaging with the lending library. One of my favorite things to do is when I'm sitting in my office doing some work and there are teacher candidates using the lending library, I like to engage with them in thinking about how they're selecting texts for the children that they're working with in clinical placements.
Children's literature is actually one of my areas of research, and so I have very big feelings about diverse texts and how important those are. So I actually was really lucky to get to work with the Borg Center on their Hatch project to help raise funds to increase our collection of diverse texts in the Borg Center.
I've worked with Dr. McPhee on the Hatch project, that we compiled a list of texts that were really focused on issues of diversity, equity, and social justice, also so that students could really see themselves in the text. And so we ensured that the Borg Center offered text like that, so that our teacher candidates in the future, when they develop their classroom libraries, they also will have that in mind.
One of the things that the center has been trying to do has been to increase the number of texts that we have that are in languages other than English, or that are bilingual texts. And I'm thinking in particular a translanguaging text where the languages are actually meshed together. And so that's something that I'm really excited about. I think that that's part of offering a wider array of texts that serve as mirrors and windows for our teacher candidates. I want to share one of my favorite texts from the center, and I'm going to share one of them that is a translanguaging text. And this is called The Land of the Cranes, and it's written by Aida Salazar. This is told from the first-person perspective of a girl whose family is trying to deal with living across borders as well as deportation. This is very relevant. I would like to encourage teacher candidates to use the materials in the center and to explore them.
I think the Borg Center is such a good resource, and I feel like not very many people know it's up here all the time because it's kind of on the 3rd floor, so not everyone is having a ton of classes up here. It's so nice to just have another option here in DeGarmo.